For enterprise organizations, managing all your food needs is a tall order. But with Easy Cater, you get a single workplace food vendor with the tools and resources to make it easy, giving teams across your organization an easy way to order from a huge variety of restaurants, all on one platform. All while consolidating your corporate food spend so you can control costs, streamline billing and payment, and simplify reporting. Easy Cater, your business tool for food. To learn more, visit easycater.com/podcast.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
You can get the news whenever you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris.
And I'm Karen Moscow, here to tell you about our new on-demand news report delivered right to your podcast feed. Bloomberg News Now is a short 5-minute audio report on the day's top stories. Episodes are published throughout the day with the latest information and data to keep you informed.
Yes, there are other products like this from a variety of news organizations, but they usually rerun their radio newscasts throughout the day. That's not what we do. We create customized episodes that can only be heard on Bloomberg News Now.
And we don't wait an hour to publish breaking news. When news breaks, we'll have an episode up in your podcast feed within minutes, so you're always getting the latest stories and developments.
Get the reporting and the context from Bloomberg's 3,000 journalists and analysts. We're all over the world. Listen to the latest from Bloomberg News Now on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you listen.
Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
This is a breaking news update from Bloomberg. Instant reaction and analysis from our 3,000 journalists and analysts around the world.
I'm Doug Krisner, and we do have breaking news regarding the Federal Reserve. Tonight, President Trump removed Governor Lisa Cook. This is effective immediately. You may recall last Friday, Trump said he would fire Cook if she did not resign over accusations of alleged mortgage fraud. For a closer look now, I'm joined by Bloomberg's Enda Curran. He is global economy reporter joining us from Washington, D.C. And it's always a pleasure. Directionally, if you look at the developments over the last week, this move seems to have been entirely predictable, does it not?
Well, it's fast-moving, Doug, no doubt about it, and we're into something of unprecedented territory here because we now have a president removing a Fed governor for cause, not something many are familiar with. So at the very least, there's probably going to be some legal debate over this, whether or not the president has the powers, whether or not the grounds are there for that, and of course, we have to await Ms. Cook's response. She said she wouldn't be bullied out of her position and has said she would come back with an explainer about the allegations of mortgage fraud in the first place. So there's a whole legal side of this that probably needs to play out. But on face value, the president appears to have removed a governor at a very critical juncture for Fed policy, at a time when key appointments are coming up for vacancy, at a time when the president is very critical of the Fed for not bringing down interest rates. So certainly it would suggest that if this vacancy does come through, it's an opportunity for the president to put someone in there who shares his view on the economy.
So last week we know that Bill Pulte, he is the head of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, referred this case to the Department of Justice for some type of investigation. Do we know whether that has taken place so far?
We don't have much detail on that, but clearly it's just been fast-moving since it emerged only last week, maybe mid-last week to where we are now. It's a pretty quick-moving exercise, but by all accounts, the president seems to have made his own decision on this, Doug. It's clearly going to come as a surprise, I think, to a lot of observers and analysts that it has reached the point that it has so quickly, and now that raises questions about where next. And as I was saying earlier, on the one hand, one would assume there's still a legal story in this to play out. And then on the other side, you have to ask, well, what does it mean for policy? Will this vacancy come through? And therefore, what does it mean for where interest rates are headed near term? So it's quite a significant moment for the Fed, both legally in terms of its independent standing from the White House and of course, on the policy front too.
Is there risk, I mean, at least from the point of view of the markets, that we're going to see much less independence on the part of the Fed?
Well, look, there will be a perception about this. Much will depend on what comes out of the legal side of this, whether or not these allegations stand up in the first place, for example. But there certainly will be perception around it that it's more political pressure on the Fed for sure. Thank you so much.
Bloomberg's Enda Curran, global economy reporter, joining from Washington, D.C., helping us understand a little bit more about the breaking news tonight regarding the Fed. President Trump removing Governor Lisa Cook effective immediately. Last Friday, he said that he would fire Cook if she did not resign over accusations about alleged mortgage fraud.
On September 25th, Bloomberg Green returns to New York to bring together leaders from business, finance, and government during Climate Week NYC. Join us for a half day of timely insights and high-impact networking, backed by Bloomberg's global journalism and data expertise. Together, we'll explore strategies for future-proofing business and communities from the planet's most pressing climate challenges. Learn more at BloombergLive.com/GreenNY.